Welcome to the very first episode of Real Talk with Sahil. I'm your host Sahil, and today's guest is a true fighter. Okay, she built her real estate career from scratch, door knocking in the rain, all while facing one of the toughest time in her life. This isn't your typical real estate story. This is real talk. Let's get into it. अजमनु जी आप क्योंकि आपने इतनी सारी जर्नी देख ली है ना
Right.
एक बड़ा सिंपल सा सवाल आता है नाउ यू हैव सीन लाइफ तो अगर आप अपने यंगर सेल्फ को आज कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं यू वुड हैव टॉक टू योर यंगर सेल्फ आई नो इट्स हार्ड हम इट्स हाइपोथेटिकल
Yes.
अगर आप अपने बचपन में इफ यू वुड हैव गॉन बैक तो उससे क्या बात करते ताकि आपकी हाँ
I was very energetic even at that time. And
Mashallah.
I am also, I haven't slowed down a bit. I'm the same person. Yes, my personality did change. I become more patient, more humble right now. Opposes what I was when I was in my younger years, right? I was little bit hot-tempered at that time. I was thinking maybe I can do the things all by myself. Sometimes I get busy doing different stuff, and I was not able to finish that in a certain amount of time. And I do get used to get frustrated with the people because I had many people in my retail store. So I was telling them, hey, why you can't do it done? Like why you couldn't finish it on time. So I used to get that, but now I'm understanding it because I think these things come with a little pace in your time, with more maturity and everything, with experience, right? So at that time, if I'm comparing right now, I'm totally different person.
मैं आपके रिटेल स्टोर के एक्सपीरियंस में
Yeah.
एक बात आना चाहूँगा बट मुझे एक बात पूछनी है जो बड़ा आपने बोला कि यू वर हॉट टेम्पर्ड अब ये हॉट टेम्पर्ड क्योंकि ना वी सबको एक्सपीरियंस होता है बट तो ये कैसे जाती है हॉट टेम्पर्ड ने कभी जाती भी है पर्सन इज
Yeah.
बॉर्न विद इट एंड डाई विद इट
Yeah.
डज इट इवन गो
Yes, it goes with your, I said, like, it goes with the maturity. As you age, right? And also when you become a little bit more successful, you start becoming more humble. Like,
But
you know,
usse
when you
pehle-
grow, when you start growing it, right? And then you're becoming more, like, you're having more uh, responsibilities that comes on to you. Your kids are there.
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है मेरा
Yeah.
क्वेश्चन आप सही कह रहे हो
Sure.
कि अगर बहुत सक्सेस आ जाए तो देयर इज अ चांस वन
Yeah.
गेट्स हम्बल बट ऐसा भी तो होता है कि यू नो एक बार सर पे चढ़ जाता है यू नो पर्सन स्टार्ट्स थिंकिंग यू नो इट जस्ट
True.
it can go into your head.
Yeah.
So how do you there's the two options you
Yeah.
go up it gets into your head you become I'm up or you become very down to earth you know I'm okay
Yeah.
humble
Yeah.
so how do you make that choice
Yes, that's a very good question, actually, because you know I was always like that. This kind of personality had never gone to my head. Yes, I wanted to get, like, you know, in a fast-paced things, everything done in a very efficient manner. But obviously, in retail, it was not happening because sometimes you do multitasking things at that time. It's very hard to do it. But I was very humble. It never gets onto my head. I have seen, like, from, like, I honestly, I have, it's like a circle of my life. Like, you know, I started from the bottom, I gone so high to the top, and again I come again to the bottom.
can you
But
explain that like you rise to the top
yeah, because at one time, like, you know, we had 2 retail stores going on.
कहाँ पर थे retail stores
Downtown Toronto.
like main
Main downtown Toronto. We had our own commercial, like, we had our own commercial building downtown.
oh
Like, you know,
Own
I have
commercial building.
own commercial building, living in a $3 million home, a luxury home in Woodbridge.
वाहिगुरु अच्छा
Yes. So something happens, like, you know, in the family, like, you know, medically something happens. So it was a rough patch at that time, but our all family was united, right? So that also moment passed, but yes, it changes a lot of things at that time. So that thing, it never came to me. I'm the same person, even though I had that fame and everything on me. And even now, if I'm scratching, if I am doing from the scratch wherever I am, so still I'm the same person. I have seen everything. It's not like I was not like I was measuring anybody's success at that time when I was at that level. I was not like that.
okay
So I'm still holding the same thing. These are the values, actually. It doesn't come or you don't learn. It just comes inside
God
to you.
gift.
God gift, yeah. So exactly, like when everything, I have seen it, like, you know, when we started and people were saying, oh, why real estate now? I said, well, honestly, how I'm going to answer why real estate now? Because the journey's been long, but very meaningful. Because I started in banking.
You went into banking.
Yeah, I started in banking,
Okay.
like 10 solid years of
10 solid years.
10 solid years, like, helping people, yeah, in their finances, mortgages, and future goals, right? So that's where I learned the smart money decisions and building trust, right? So then after, like, 22 years of retail, we had two stores. I ran two stores downtown in downtown Toronto. So being an entrepreneur also taught me so many things, like, about customer service, like being consistent with the clients, most importantly, staying connected with them. So these are, like, the things I have learned. And then something happened, like, in the life, we had to close the store. And I was just stepped into something and felt like, Manu, you are not slowing down. What do you want to do now, right? So I was thinking, hey,
Before you decided to what you want to do, I was curious. How was your childhood like? Because you said you have been born and brought up in
yes,
Canada for 42
yes.
years. That's a lot, right? You're from India, I believe, right?
Yes, I came in a much younger age,
But you were born in India?
born in India.
Which state you were born in?
Ludhiana,
Ludhiana, Punjab.
Punjab.
Do you remember any visions of it?
Yes.
Food of
Yeah,
Punjab?
definitely. I loved my country. I love my roots, and I'm very proud, that I am from that state. When I landed here, obviously,
How old were you?
I was 18 when I landed to Canada.
Cool. 18, the new world.
New
Canada,
world,
wow.
new world.
How was Canada like? How was your
That
childhood
time,
like?
honestly, for first 6 months, I was not thinking this is the right country for me.
Oh, really?
Becau-
Why so?
Because I was missing all my childhood friends,
Ah,
right, at that time. And then when I came here and everything was new to me, no friends, no phone calls, no going, no social life was totally like, it was only limited to like apartments at that time. We was living at Ontario Science Center. I remember still Don Mills and Ontario Science Center. St. Denis Drive, that's where we used to live when I, landed in Canada.
so when you landed, you left all your friends. It's a new country.
Yeah.
At the age of 18, I wanted to be a scientist. And then I changed it. But then I wanted to be, something else, astronaut. The dreams kept changing. But at that age, Manu, what was your dream? What you had visioned? Basically, I wanted
Yeah, I wanted to become a doctor.
a doctor.
Yeah.
Cool. Again, something that you wanted to help people.
Yeah, actually, I did. To be honest, I had I did got admission.
Oh, cool.
In the hospital there. I don't remember the name, but it was in Chennai. I got admission to become a doctor because mostly my family, like my mom's side, they're mostly all doctors, and they own even a hospital in Jalandhar. So I don't know. It was just in my blood that I wanted to be in, in that, like where I can help more people. And I was all surrounded by, doctors in my family. So
One thing I've seen, because in real estate you have been helping, in banking you have been helping,
Yeah.
in medical field that you wanted to go and you were helping. So why this need of help? Like we wanted to help others. Why this need comes? From where does this need come from? That I want to help you. Like why do we have that need?
actually, it doesn't come from anywhere. It's just inside you. These are your genes inside, I think. I mean, you feel like helping. It's just your behavior.
But why? Like because we live in a world where selfishness is just a second air to us. Everybody wants to feel. First I'll help myself. First I'll fill my stomach, and then I'll go and see what I can do. But then, if a person I've found out that a lot of successful people, a lot of good rich minded people are always open to help. They're not closed. They're always like, okay, I'm listening to you, I'm here, I'll be able to help you. Why? Just think about
I
it.
don't know. Honestly, I don't want to brag about myself, but honestly,
just
we
think
have
why there
seen
is a need.
it from our childhood. It was like you're born with a golden spoon in your mouth. I have seen all the luxuries. To be honest, it was not my dream that I want to go to this country. I want to make something. I want to be something. It was never like that because we have seen all the luxuries back home. Even So I was very content with everything. So this was just like, I think, in my families or the values, you can see it, like, it was in me, that I always have that kind of soft corner in my heart, like, just to do something. And same thing with my kids too. My two kids are doctors.
Oh,
So we never, like, they're all born and brought up from here. We never said a word to them what they want to be, because you know how kids, like, you
s-
can't tell them what they wanted to become, right? That's their
so
own thing.
family doctor, kids doctor.
Yeah.
You,
And I become,
why
yeah.
are you in real estate?
And that's what I'm saying. So I was just thinking, because honestly, it was not a new profession for me. It was just a continuation of what I was doing, like in sales, negotiation, service, right? So I was saying, I can put all these things together, and I can maybe help my client. Maybe I can, maybe in giving them of all those years of business knowledge,
Hmm.
right? Um, People skills, like business sense and everything, so they can, like, make confident, so I can make confident decisions for my clients, like putting together all these things of
Hmm.
knowledge, for all those experiences in the past, that I can give them that knowledge to my clients. So
Hmm.
that's how I said, hey, this is not a new thing for me.
Hmm.
Like, this is my inner, like my inner chapter, like real estate I can think of, because this has been, I've been doing all my life, like customer service, like negotiations and problem solving. So this is what actually I was doing, right? So
Interesting.
I think, yeah, this is what.
So you mentioned about, since you've shared it with me, that you have door knocked. It's one of the things that we have to do,
Yes.
right, to get a business, to get our life going. You've mentioned that you've door knocked in the rain. Like, why?
Yes.
Why would you do that? Why did you do that? I mean,
I will tell you one scenario. I like, this is actually, it is true. We was when we just in our initial years in real estate, right? So we had that type of thing, a zeal, you can say, a passion, that you want to do something, you want to get successful in this field, because this field needs a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work and consistency, plus your right mindset is very important, because in this field you can achieve anything if you have a right mindset of doing things, right? So it was like, I think it was in the winter time, it was me and two of my other colleagues, we were there, we were doing door knocking, because one of my colleagues sold the property in that neighborhood.
okay.
And we was like, we just parked the car, and they see this guy was shoveling the snow, and there was a little like a dog outside, like, his pet. And my two guys were saying, hey, we don't want to go. I said, don't worry, I'll go. And I said, hey, how are you? You want me to help you in shoveling the snow? So I just start talking to him. And I said, hey, how are you? A cute dog. I said, I have one something like that at my home too, because we are all pet lovers. And this guy, then he started to talk to me. He said, what are you doing in this weather? You
Hmm.
should be resting at your
Exactly.
house, like, enjoying the fireplace. What are you doing? I said, you know what? We just sold the property right next street to you, but I have a qualified buyer for your house. He said, you're kidding me. I said, no. He said, serious? He said, okay, what do you think about my property? I said, yeah, I can get you, like, I have to see inside, obviously. But this property is, if it's similar to your property, we sold it for this amount. And if you're interested, definitely we can come. He said, okay, why don't you come on Monday, but bring me a coffee, and don't forget to bring another coffee for my wife. I
Oh,
said, oh, okay, sure, I can do that, no problem. Honestly, I went again on Monday with two coffees in my hand for them. And then there was another, they had two kittens at home
okay.
and two dogs, right? And I love pets.
Pets.
Doesn't matter, cat or dog, doesn't matter. So the kitten was coming to me, I don't know. And she said, oh, I think my kitty loves you. I said, okay, no problem. He said, okay, you know what? You are the realtor for my house. No
Wow.
problem. I'm going to write the listing agreement with you right away.
Was it because of the coffee, the kitten,
The
or
coffee, the kitten, or the way I talk to them, they say you're very friendly. I think you're a nice person, because my dog loves you, my cat likes you. So I think you're the
so?
one.
Would it be fair to say, if you have to be good at real estate, the pet has to love you,
I mean,
the
this is,
animals
you
has to
can
love you?
take as a, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe that was my luck, or that was just the day, or maybe I don't know what happened.
Because
Or
usually when I door knock, when there's a dog, I just put my flyer and I'm off to go.
Yeah.
Not to want to
No,
disturb.
it depends because he was right there. The owner was right there, right? And the dog was very calm. I mean, if he was barking at you, maybe I'm like have skipped that house and then move to another one.
Wow.
But he was very calm, and then he was a middle aged person, and I said, "Hey, you want any help? I can help you." He said, "No, no, I'm okay." And then, okay, well, nice dog.
I know because of the help you offered. Because of that.
Maybe he liked that gesture or whatever, and then you won't believe me. You said door knocking, yes. And I was consistently door knocking in that neighborhood for past 6 months, and I used to live in Vaughan that time, and I was commuting like literally every day
Just to
about
do knock.
just door knock.
Just to do knock.
Just door knock. And I was just doing door knocking and flyers. This was my main thing. I'm not too much a social media person, especially this what I'm doing right now. I'm not at all. I'm very shy for camera. So, but I'm doing also, I'm a little bit coming forward that I am making some reels, I'm doing videos.
So one thing. So what I found out is it requires a great amount of willpower to
Yes.
after so many rejections, and plus the weather is
Yeah.
like that, you still have the courage to door knock because
Yeah.
it's pretty brutal how we get the responses out there.
Yeah.
So what kept you going? I mean, how did
actu-
that will came from?
That's a will because I wanted to prove myself that this is not a new profession for me.
Prove like
Preview like all those years of experience. If I got successful in those professions, and I was thinking that I'm going to get somewhere from here, and you won't believe it. In 6 years, in being a realtor, and in this on this platform, it gives me so many opportunities. Believe me. Now I am become a senior team lead. I have a team with me, and the thing about this platform is a lot of help.
what's your date of birth?
Oh, my date of birth? I'm not gonna
No,
tell
just the date. I'm 27 Jan. Like, what's your
you. October 16.
once? Oh, okay. You're number 7. Cool.
Why? That's a good number.
No, it's a good number.
I think these people are very open and honest. If they say something, it's meant to be the destiny, Sometimes we have to really watch, and when we are talking something, and honestly, this is my always instinct. I don't know, somehow I think people say I have a third eye on me. I see something, I can foreseen some stuff. And then I'm
Intuition.
talking, honestly, I'm going back 20 years when we was doing a retail store, right?
Okay.
That time, I told my husband, because we was like, we had a retail shop downtown Toronto. We got a lot of school kids.
What did
and
you
all
sell?
That.
What did you sell?
We used to sell branded perfumes
Okay.
and branded luggage.
Luggage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a lot of travel related items we were selling.
Got
So
it.
I told my husband, I said, just be careful today. I don't know why. I'm feeling something like, it's like, just be careful.
Okay.
And believe it or not, something did happen on that day.
What happened?
Yeah, something shouldn't be. Something happened.
Please
Like somebody was going outside on how people do window shopping, like
Yeah.
they was on the like pedestrians was walking, and someone just smashed the window door.
Oh, just smash the window door.
Yeah.
Just smash the window door.
Yeah.
No one died, right?
No one died,
Okay.
but it got cracked, and we had to call the insurance. We had to fix that glass. It was a lot of things happening. Like, oh my God, you said it so right. I said, I'm very scared from you, I'm very scared for you.
Wow.
So something
So
like
can you
that.
tell how this is going?
No, I'm
This-
okay.
no,
I don't know.
This podcast. How can you tell how this is going?
I'm not too sure is it really going or not.
I'm not sure if the camera is even working.
I don't know.
We should not know.
I don't know either. I'm very comfortable.
Right?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm
That's-
just saying whatever.
What do you think about my picture? Do you think I should get another one?
Yeah, you look fantastic. You look
Well,
awesome.
I don't know.
No,
no,
you look awesome. What you talking?
Yeah, I brushed my teeth twice that day just to get that.
Oh, no. And by the way, my younger son, he's a dentist.
Oh, really? I have a bad dental problem, really.
Actually, a dental hygienist.
Hygienist.
Yeah, he do amazing cleaning.
Hmm. You didn't suggested your kids to go to join this career, real estate?
Actually, yeah, that's a really good question.
That-
My older son, he's a RN, registered
RN.
nurse.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And I was telling him, I said, Raghav, why don't you join real estate?
Yeah.
I mean, you're amazing. You're born and brought up from here, and
Mhm.
your communication skills are excellent. I mean, why don't you do that? He said, Mom, yeah, I am thinking about it.
Okay.
But then I'm not really that serious that I'm going to put all my effort in this profession because I think this is what that's more closer to my heart. I like nursing. Again, same thing, helping people, like, in the hospital, looking after
More
them.
power to you, Raghav. Cheers.
And that's what it is, honestly. So I said, okay, no problem. He said, yeah, real estate is fantastic, but mom, and like, it's not guaranteed. But here, this profession is guaranteed. But I like the way you're doing the things, and you're putting things like, positively, everything you're doing it amazing. But he said, yeah, but my first, he's saying my first love is nursing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's so dedicated
That's nice.
towards that profession, but he had a thought for for a split moment, but then he decided, no, this is what it's for me.
Why don't you have one thought? So, even your children are your fan, and there is some sense of some aura of positivity that we can sense, right? So, I wanted to ask you, what do you do? Do you do anything special to be this positive, or because I've realized it's so easy to be negative, right? But you always, I've seen most of the time, have this positive aura. This everything is good, good is happening,
Yeah.
good is about to come. Like, how's that possible?
I think it's all manifestation.
Do you do anything? Do you do anything like I do gymming in the morning? Do you do anything? I want to ask. Maybe it's your secret. What do you do?
The only mantra for this is do yoga.
Yoga.
Yeah. And
Yoga karne se yoga.
yeah, when you do your yoga, your mind is free, right? And always like good vibes are coming into you.
Do you think because of yoga only you are positive, or
I
you're just
think it's
born
my
positive?
personality. I think this is my personality. Even sometimes, like, things do happen, like, with my kids, or I'm telling them, like, okay, don't worry about it. Like, if like even you see the day and night, you don't see the night all the time, right? Good days, like, go. Bad days will also go. It's not like, bad days will stay forever.
Talking of bad days, what was that one bad day that we all have that shook you completely? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
that
how
was
did
a-
you tackle that?
Yeah, that was a nightmare when my husband diagnosed with cancer.
Your husband diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah, that was a nightmare for us. And then honestly, even I didn't know, like, where I was, like, the whole thing, like, it was like we are coming from the sky to the floor.
And you guys were operating retail store at that time, or you were out of it, or
Well, now we are all out of it, but that time was very hard because all the family was intact. And lucky thing was my daughter, she's oncologist. So,
what does oncologist do?
cancer.
Yeah,
She treats cancer patients.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and my son-in-law, he's a cardiologist.
Okay.
So he treats the heart people. So lucky thing, everything was in the family, and we got a lot of moral support from them. And then we knew it actually what was the phases was going on. So how we have to react at that time, because the thing is, my husband, like, we have to make him more positive, even, like we have to be positive. So we wanted to make him more positive.
Is it possible? Can you make another person positive?
The thing is, we will say, hey, all the kids are around you, like, everything will be fine. I mean, there are proper medications and treatments. We are in such a good country right now, and we are in nice hands of these specialists and doctors. I mean, they're going to treat you. So, yes, so we uplift him.
Wow.
And then also the kids was there with all the home support and everything. Yeah, it worked out.
You shared how you got five contracts
Yeah.
from one house
Yeah.
through door knocking.
That's right.
Can you please share that with us?
Yeah, definitely. And I would love to share that, Sahil, because if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah. How
Right.
did you do it?
And okay, I will tell you, when we was door knocking, right? Actually, at that time, and I was very actively in the fields, right, doing this stuff. So one of my mentor, he asked me, and this is the true story. It's not I'm saying something. It's true. He asked me. He said, "Hey, I have seen you that you're going every day door knocking. Would you do me a favor if I have an empty, like a vacant home, if you want to do open houses every weekdays?" I said, "Weekdays?" He said, "Yeah, if you want to do, right? 5 to 7, if you want to do it." And I said, "Yeah, no problem. I am available. I can do it." So he said, "Okay, so from Tuesday to Friday, you will be doing 5 to 7 open house every day." I said, "No problem." It was on Wanless and McLaughlin. I still remember that. It was raining crazy on that day. Like people say cats and dogs type of raining, right? It was raining like, so I said, okay. So I put my signs. Well, I was not able to put many signs because I'm known for putting at least 20 to 30 signs. Yeah, every time I put, but on that day, I think I only put maybe 4 or 5, right? Because raining very hard. So when I came, opened the door, and I came in, it was still around COVID time at that time, right? So and then my colleague said, "Hey, Manu, like, if you want to come for a cup of tea or something, I know it's raining. Well, come over. I just live next door." I said, "Sure, no problem." I don't want to name him, but I said, "Yeah, I will come to your house." He said, "Like when?" I said, "Maybe around 7 or something, or 6:30. I will come because I will close early because I don't see anybody's gonna come." He said, "Okay, no problem." So I sat inside and I said, "Hey, what I should do now?" And at that time, I didn't had too many people in my database. So I start calling people whom I have worked with in those previous months. Those was all like first time, like, people like leases and stuff. So I called one guy. He was a Spanish guy. I still remember his name, Jose. We call him Jose. And I said, "Hey, Jose, it's almost 6 months now. So what are your plans for your future? Are you thinking that you are going to purchase anything?" He said, "Manu, I'm not. I don't think so. I still need some more time. I don't have that much down payment. But my uncle, he lives very near to your property where you're talking right now. He is looking something." I said, "Okay." He said, "I can share their number or I can just call them if they are in there. And they work in city of Mississauga." I said, "No problem." I said, "Call them. I'm here till 7." So I said, "You can give me their number." He said, "No, I will call them if they want. They can come over and then they can exchange their number. I don't want to share their number." I said, "Fair enough." So it was around 5:30. I spoke to him and I start calling other people, but there was no that great response was. So it was raining, and then 5 to 7, someone knocked the door. And I said, "Hello." And then we used to scan our QR codes at that time due to the COVID and answer everything, like, and then they was raining. I said, "Why don't you come inside and then scan the QR code? Doesn't matter." She got so happy with that. Like, it's just like, she feels good. She stand there and she smiled at me. And then, yeah, she said, "Oh, Jose called me. We are looking a property and my house is on Bovade and Lake Louise." I said, "Okay, sure, no problem. Please have a look and let me know if there is any questions. And this is the price we are looking for. It's brand new property, corner lot, double car garage." So I told everything. They toured it down. They liked it so much. They said, "Manu, can you just put an offer right now? We are ready to proceed with an offer." And I prepared an offer sitting in that open house, and my colleague was calling me like crazy, and that was his listing, by the way. He said, "Manu, are you coming for a cup of coffee?" I said, "You can wait for the cup of coffee. You're going to be so happy that I'm working here. I'm going to send you an offer." He said, You serious?" I said, "Yes." I said, "I have someone sitting here." I said, "No, you're kidding." I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay." We made an offer got accepted. After that, she said, "Manu, I have to sell my house." I said, "Sure." I got that listing and I sold her house. Well, while I had that house, I had another visitor. He said, "I want some property in this neighborhood. What about this one?" I said, like, unfortunately, this property got conditionally sold. He said, "Well, I can buy from you if you can, make me or find me some house in this neighborhood." I said, "Okay, no problem." So I started to door knock, right? And that number was 35, and I got someone from number 18, right? And that was on Hillsburg, on Lake Louise and Worthington. Bovade and Lake Louise, sorry. And then I door knocked and I said, "Hey, I have a qualified buyer for your house." Like I knocked many doors, but I didn't get a good response. But this from this individual, he said, "You sure?" He said, "I'm not going to sign anything. Show my property to your buyer, and then I will sign it." I said, "No problem." So I showed my buyer his property. He liked it. We put an offer.
Boom.
So yeah, I sold that house. So that owner bought it from me, right? So basically, I did 5 deals just for doing open house. So I sold 3 properties and I did 2 buyings with that.
Mashallah. Wow. Beautiful.
This
Thanks.
is what I did.
Thanks for sharing that. Thank you so much, Manu, for being an amazing, amazing guest. Sharing your beautiful experiences.
Thank you.
I learned a lot from you.
Thank
You had 2 businesses, right? Luggage and perfume. With luggage, you got a lot of
Yeah,
with luggage, you had a lot of prosperity, I feel, and with perfume, that is your positivity. And now you're flourishing in real estate. So thank you so much for your time and your positivity. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so
for
much for
viewing.
having me.
Brah!